Nice to see everybody.
Live. We live, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back. The man is in the building himself, DJ Flava.
What's up,
I
man?
like that, man? I'm gonna have to use that for a drop, man.
Hey, we can do it. DJ Flava.
The man DJ Flava in the building, baby. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. Awesome, man. Great day. It's nice outside. A little chilly, but you know, it's a good look.
Thanks for coming on the show with us today, man. We appreciate it, man.
Pleasure to be here, man.
Appreciate it,
I'm
man.
really blessed to be able to come over here, man.
Glad you got it. You have a long drive, man? Was it a long drive?
Nah, man. You know, man. I got a metal foot.
You was whipping it in the Maybach, right?
Nah. No. I was driving a Ford Fairmont.
He's being humble, fella. He's being humble. Got 3 cars in the garage. Y'all already know. Okay, so let's get started, man. So tell us about your experience growing up in a group home, man, and how that impacted your life, man. Give us a little heads up on that.
Wow. Okay. So, well, first of all, you know, some of y'all may or may not know who Flava is. You know, I'm a radio personality with 93.9 WKYS, Magic 102.3, Urban One Radio.
That's right. That's right.
Black owned, founded, Kathy Hughes, Alfred Liggins. Always got to play my homage to them, man. All day, every day. If you never pay homage to the folks that helped to get you where you are, you're always gonna get lost. So with that being said, yeah, man, I grew up in a group home, and in that place, it wasn't the best. You know, it was a hard experience. It's being in a group home, man. It's like a halfway house. Right. You kind of locked up. You kind of not locked up. But when your food get locked up, you know what I'm saying? They lock the pantry. They lock up the soap detergent. They lock the door to the kitchen. It's like, yo, I'm locked up. You know, for real.
Right.
They got bars on the door, bars on the fire escape. Like, I'm supposed to got the fire escape, but they got bars on it and it's locked.
You jump out the window.
I can't get out the window.
That don't make no sense.
Nothing, man. That's not the safety all the way around, man.
You know, it's a tight situation, man. You're dealing with people from different backgrounds, and mind you, when I went into my first group home, I was 9 years old when I went to first group home. I was introduced to a lot of different things, people. I would say I didn't see. I didn't know what gay was until I met a gay guy that was in the group home. He ain't mess with me, but he did have eyes on me, and I didn't like it. You know? I was like, "What is this? This doesn't make sense." This dude walking around green eyes. I'm like, "What are you doing? You're scaring me."
Right.
He had contacts, man.
No,
He's like 16 years old. I'm 9 years old. He's 16. Like, well, I found out later on we weren't even supposed to be in the same
area,
same group home together.
Wow.
And and how I got there, you know, I was neglected and abused as a child in many different ways, and so they found that I needed to be removed from my mom's home. Okay. So yeah, it was a challenging situation.
All right, and that impacted your life pretty significantly, huh? Your self-esteem was self-esteem ever kind of hit, or did you feel like more like, now that I've been through this, I feel stronger. And when you came out of it, you felt a little more empowered to do what you have to do.
Well, hold up. How did you get through it?
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
You just told us you was in the group home, but now you're sitting on top of the world.
I'm not sitting on top of the world.
We getting there.
But you a DJ on one of the hottest stations in
the hottest station in D.C., one of the hottest in the country. Around the world, yes, we are.
Go ahead.
So motivation, I'll say self-esteem, yes, definitely. I mean, because even today, you know, I have this thing where I have a learning curve with how to deal with people. Okay, you know, although I'm in the entertainment industry, I still have a problem with being able to communicate very well with people. Although I'm on the radio, and that's a line of communication. But that's a different thing, you know. When you come to personal relationships or when you're working with other co-workers, you know, sometimes when you're moved from place to place to place, you never learn that proper skill of communication. True. And I didn't gain that, but I did gain confidence. You know, for me in the group home, it was every time I overcame something, whether I got jumped and I overcame that because I didn't fall, I stood up and I won my battle, and found out later on, because I was able to fight off like 7 dudes and still be up and not be on the floor, they respected me for that. So it was like, so I just got to win my battles. or at least hold my ground.
Ooh, say that one more time. I just got
That's the mantra. Win your battles today. All of them, people. Win your battle. Facebook Live, win your battles. The other question, that's something interesting I want to talk about. Let's talk about your experience in Africa and Gambia, man. How was that experience? That's just randomly off the wall. I know we talked about, but that's just random. Like, how did that happen?
Well, it's not so random when you're already traveling around the world.
That's true.
Okay?
That is true.
But what did happen was Gerard Mustaf, Street Basketball Association, and Jahar Abraham, formerly of the Peaceaholics, Jahar called me and said, look, I want to take you overseas with me. I want you to do the PR for Street Basketball Association.
Okay, wow. Yeah.
So we leave, we go over there, and when you get off the plane, they say, welcome home. They tell black people, welcome home.
Wow.
You know, and in Gambia, West Africa, they were colonized by the British, so they speak English. But we landed in Senegal, where they speak French, and we got on this. We had a caravan with military security because we were the guests of the former president of Gambia, Yahya Jammeh.
Right.
And we're driving, man, and we're going 4 or 5 hours through the country. We're on back roads, and we're going, and we get to this place, and we have to cross over the border. And when we get there, man, they're like, you hear French, and as you walk across the border's only like 20 feet long. And before you get to the other side, you start to hear English.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Weird thing. So anyway, we get there, and we were there for the whole week, and the president noticed me and took a liking to me, and he did some research on me, found out that I never got adopted from the group home. And he said, you're now my American son.
Ooh. Wow.
And I flew back and forth to Gambia numerous times, set up a lot of events. The Roots Festival, the beginning of Roots, Alex Kelly Roots, it's filmed there.
Wow.
The very beginning of the opening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's
how I got there, and that was
the motherland, people. The motherland. You're looking at a prince of the motherland right here, man. My man DJ Flava.
Are you Prince?
Well, you can look at it like that, but we're not going to go there. And he's no longer in office. I mean, he's now in. He's no longer in office. He's no longer in Gambia. So,
Gotcha.
You know.
Well, let's talk about some things from home. You started a marketing firm called Brand Marketing. Tell us a little about that and how that works.
Well, it's actually called Squad.
Squad. Okay.
Squad is a brand marketing firm.
Gotcha.
Squad.
So
that's what my young dudes be hollering out.
Yeah, Squad. So basically, Squad has been in existence for a long time, but we rebranded it. It was originally called Foundation Enterprises. So Foundation Enterprises is my umbrella company.
Okay.
That oversees all of the other things that I do: real estate, financial literacy. We have we have Push Outreach, which works with youth and adults. So we do a number of things, but basically, young people come through Push Outreach. They learn how to do outreach for nonprofit organizations and for government agencies. Now that's what they call it. They call it outreach, right? But when you become an adult, then it's called, and you work for a corporate entity, it's called marketing. So that's where as
knowledge, people, knowledge.
So as a young person getting their where they get their community service hours, working with Promo Inc. Push Outreach. Then they go into Squad Promo Inc.
That's right,
dude. That's a nice.
Once they graduate at 18, so they're doing things locally, and then when they turn 18 years old, then they start to do it in a corporate fashion. And then they do it here locally, and then they start to travel around the country. Wow. Teach them financial literacy through the program and how to use their money properly.
That's hard.
Okay. There was another question I wanted to ask you. I know we met at East River.
Right.
So you and I was at East River when I was there with you.
Right.
And to be honest, I didn't even know who you were when they walked. They were like, oh, the DJ from WKYS. And I was like, I didn't even know, you know.
Right.
Because I had been gone for a while. I was in California.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about that experience at East River and how that helped you as far as promoting and marketing, and how that it kind of like gave you like a platform.
Well, I met Miss May Best at East River and a guy named Brian Devine, and they while I was working with Peaceaholics, and I simply asked a question. I said, "Hey, do you have any jobs available?" I wasn't asking for myself, because at Peaceaholics, part of my job was to identify opportunities for our young people. They said, for you, yes. And I was like, I was like, so I thought about it, and I said, you know, I do want to do some other things. I was happy. I really appreciate Jahar and Mo for the work that they allowed me to do while working with them. But I had some additional goals. And East River seemed to be a great opportunity, and I went there to do some case management initially. Fast forward about a year and a half later, 2 years, I left and went on tour with my marketing firm with Nintendo and Good Housekeeping magazine. I was gone for 9 months, but I really didn't want to leave East River. So I was like, I wanted to stay. Now, mind you, I'm on the radio, and people just like you said, well, when I was at the office, they said, well, if you're this big DJ guy at the radio station, well, why are you working here?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Maybe not you.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
That question was definitely posed.
Okay, well, they asked. I didn't say that. That wasn't
well,
me.
why are you working here? Well, the thing is, you know, you have to team up with people or entities that are bigger than you are if you're trying to go into a certain area. We got to think about how we operate. And we don't operate very well by ourselves.
No.
We have to be a team.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, well, East River is a huge nonprofit organization in D.C. that works with kids that are coming either through foster care or some sort of issue in that manner. And it's like, okay, well, I need to partner with them. This is a perfect opportunity. I partnered with them, built my name while there, and also built the agency, where people were thinking that East River wasn't going to go away, it wasn't there anymore, but you had a person like myself who has lived throughout the city. I can go into any neighborhood I want to, and nobody going to mess with Flav, because Flav's that dude. Flav's just a chill dude.
Right.
I'm not that dude as in I'm a gangster, nothing. I ain't banging. They do know I'm going to handle myself if I have to,
right?
You know.
That's
but
right.
I try to put myself in a position where I don't have to worry about all those things. I can just go into the neighborhood and do what I need to do,
right.
Whatever it is. I'm going in there for
exactly,
you know?
exactly.
And so by helping to build East River's name, I fast forward a couple of years later, after I came back from being on tour, they asked me to come back again. I worked on the truancy program and helped to stop this, helped to trim this truancy issue that we've had in D.C. public schools. And that's one of the reasons why young people are now able to get on the bus, the Metro bus, for free to go to school in the morning and in the afternoon. It came through the program that I worked. Wow. And that was one of the issues that I found, the biggest issue that I found with kids not able to get to school. You see, in Maryland and Virginia, they have yellow school buses.
Right.
They pick them up for free and they get there. But in D.C., parents had to pay for these kids to get on school.
Whoa.
You got to think about it.
Wow.
So between the hours that they're supposed to be traveling to or from school, they are actually able to ride on the Metro bus for free.
Wow.
Based on the program that worked, which is the truancy program.
Wow.
At East River.
Wow.
So thank you, Ms. Best.
Yes. Hey.
Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you.
Best.
And
The whole crew over there.
Yeah, the whole crew.
They
Yeah.
did a great job. Talk to us. I know we've talked about like what you've accomplished from the financial standpoint, even traveling. Talk to us so the audience can understand about the academic, because that's important. So talk to us about your academic accolades.
Okay. So my background. So let's say, I have a GED. I got my GED the same year I was supposed to graduate from high school, though.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't as if I waited. I started my radio career when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
So while I was doing
in your garage.
No.
Like your man, like your mother dude.
No. Literally, I started working for WKYS 90.9 under Albemarle when I was 14 years old, and I ran away from the group home, and so I had to make money, right? I didn't have anywhere to, I had somewhere to stay, but I had to pay for myself. I had to make sure I was living. So school had to come second, and I didn't feel I was learning that much in school anyway. So I spent as much time as I could. I was skipping. I mean, I wasn't in school. I was going to the radio station. It was right down the street at the time from Wilson, which is my school, my high school. And so I went there, and I was hanging out. And by hanging out and always being around, I ended up getting put on. But it wasn't really, I was given a job, though, from Skip Finley. He told me, go into this little room and put these things away from music. I was listening to all these old songs. And then he said, when you're done with that, I want you to go to promotions. Sorry, what's promotions? I don't want to do promotions. I want to be on the radio. He said, go to promotions. I'm not going to say everything he said, but he said, go to promotions. And I said, okay, fine. So I go down the hall. He said, don't let me see you looking in the studio. So I'm walking down the hall sideways like this, going down the hall, making sure I don't look in the studio that's over here, so I don't get in trouble. But I get in there, man, I learn promotions, and I said, okay, well, no business operates without marketing and promotions. Nothing. So that's what made me start my marketing firm. And then it was like, okay, well, I still need to have some education. I still need to make sure I get a paper. When I got my GED, working with East River, found out that, okay, I can go to Cornell University and get a certificate for family development. So that takes care of my social services background, if you wanted me to have the piece of paper for something. And then I said, well, while I'm here, I might as well go to school for marketing. So I went to Cornell University, Ivy League school, got a certificate for marketing. There you go.
Love it.
Also went to Strayer, got some background in business. I didn't finish that school. But I did finish computer. But I did go to Computer Learning Center and became a network administrator.
I love it.
I have education.
No, you
have experience to go along
life
with
experience
it.
to go with
I
it.
wanna,
That's
I
key.
wanna, I want to make this point, and to everybody watching, if you notice, this man was charting what was his destiny, and then he matched his education with his passion. You know, so again, I just want to encourage everybody out there, if you're doing something and it's not really connected to your destiny or your passion, it's okay to be like, yeah, I do want to be in marketing and promotion.
Right.
And it's okay to say, I mean, you could be in a totally different field, but make sure at some point, just like this man is letting it be known, you got to start lining up what's your destiny with your knowledge. It's not really about the degree. The degree is supposed to give you knowledge so you can excel in the position.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
You got to find the things that you like. One of the things I when I'm teaching financial literacy, when I'm working with the kids, when I'm working with adults, doesn't matter who I'm working with.
Right.
But if you come to me and say, yo, how do you do all these things? It's like everything I do, I have a passion for it. Everything I do, I love. You know, so long as you love everything that you do, it never becomes work. Right. Last night, I'm talking to you on the phone.
Yep.
What was it, 12 o'clock at night, 12:30 at night?
Yeah.
I'm actually in a venue that I'm helping to open up. It's called Chrome in Virginia. I got a mop in my hand while I'm talking to you on the phone.
Right.
I'm mopping the floor because
I love it.
because we're trying to get it ready for today.
Right.
Okay.
Man got me off the phone. I was about to just start preaching. When I got the phone with this guy, man, I was like, man.
You know, so but you got it. But to me, it wasn't
story,
work.
man.
It's just, you know, and you got to help other people out.
Right.
You know, if you're not helping others, like I'm really excited about the show, Brian, that you guys have. You know, you got to help people out. If you don't help somebody out, even in your worst times, there's probably somebody doing something worse.
Right.
Man, we got to partner with you, man, because here at Vox, we serious about that community thing, man.
Yeah. We definitely.
You know,
serious.
and I'm gonna say this. Can I say this one thing about my son? I have a son. He's 2 years and 4 months old. Chum Chum. I love this guy, man. He's like he's the biggest blessing. Now I understand what people say. You know, my child is my blessing. He is my blessing. And the thing is, I just recently bought an old house. I do real estate too. And I bought an old house and renovated it. But I renovated it myself with him right there with me. He's in videos, he's in pictures, and we're going to utilize this so that it can be, so that later on he'll be able to see himself doing this work, and then he knows that this is his house. This is not my house. This is mine. This is Sean's house. This is Chum Chum's house. He'll be able to take that and hopefully use that knowledge and say, he can live off of how we say, how would I say, some people.
Residual income?
No.
Okay.
Old money.
Old money.
Oh, now you
Old money.
Yes.
Old money is not the money that you're making today and you spend it 10 years. It's money that your parents or your grandparents have. And you're and they've invested it. And there's money that was made 50, 60 years ago, and you're just now getting it. And I want my son to be able to live in that manner, where he doesn't have to go through the same stressful things that I may have had to go through in order to live.
That's hot, man. That's hot. Well, listen,
Man, I want to thank you, man. I want to appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. You got so much going on.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in our little time slot, our little show. I appreciate it, and I want to tell you that we're praying for you and all your successes. We will continue to support you in anything that you need to help.
We're about to link with you, boy.
We're about to link with you, and whatever we can do to help, we're here.
Well, let me say this. Don't say little time slot nothing. My shows on the radio.
This is big time.
My radio shows outside of what I'm doing now, they initially were 1 hour shows on KYS. And they were in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning.
True.
And on the afternoon, in the evening, on a Sunday night at 9 o'clock. And both of those shows were 1 hour shows.
Right.
And I became just as big as those same jocks that had full-time slots. So we have to look at that, and don't take anything any little thing God says, have as much faith As small as a mustard seed.
Move mountains. We move mountains.
Hey, whatever
we
you tell me
here.
to do, I do it.
Thank you, guys. That's our time. We want to appreciate. Thank you for having DJ Flava on the show. We really, really thankful for his words of wisdom.
You need to write that book.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to write a book about his situation. We'll be back next week, 12 to 1 again here, right here on Fox Wave, 4711 Off Place, Suitland, Maryland. Thank you for your time. For Frank Dent, I'm Brian Patterson. We are here, Success Principles, DJ Flava.
Go Patriots.
Listen to 33.9. Who you got, Super Bowl real quick? Who you got?
Man, come on. Eagles, baby.
My man.
Eagles.
That's what we talk about, yo. Y'all have a good one. Facebook Live. Holla at us.
The underdog. Let's go for the underdog.
Let's go, baby.